Hi, this is Tommy Bell, and if you can't tell from my disheveled appearance, I'm having a somewhat sort of lazy work at home day. It's Tuesday, the day after Martin Luther King Day, 2026. And I went to Webster yesterday to hunt for items for my antique shop, which is Antiques Emporium at the Eagle Ridge Mall in Lake Wales. And I thought, I was looking at all the stuff I picked up yesterday. I couldn't shoot video. It was cold, and I mean cold. But however, I do have pictures, and I can show you what I got in my haul. So I thought maybe we'd just take a look. Just to give you a little insight of what goes into having an antique shop, these boxes here are all filled with inventory, things that I've cleaned up, put price tags on, labeled, and then safely packed. All stuff that's going into the shop, including the astronaut here. So this is some of the haul I had from a flea market I went to called Swaporama. It's in Webster, Florida. And as you can see, I have all different kinds of things. These are all going to go into my antique shop. You're also going to see some other things laying around the house that didn't come from the flea market, but they are going to go into my antique shop. So all different kinds of stuff. And here we have an assortment of magazines I bought. They're mostly Mad magazines. There's also a box of comic books here. And then I have a box of plushes. I don't sell a lot of them, but what I do, I try and keep interesting. This is a really nice piece. It's like a sort of a high chair. It's an antique child's chair. It's tall at the very least, but it looks like it might have had a tray that attached to the arms of that at one time. Not really sure, but it's in wonderful condition, and the caning is still good, and so that's going to be really nice to have in the shop. And here's some more items from the flea market on Monday. Lots of smalls. And again, we'll go through this in a moment here, but just to kind of give you an overview of a lot of the type of stuff I try to find for my shop. That is like a screwdriver keyring set I picked up. And then this really tiny butterfly knife. I've never seen one that small, and it has a really sharp blade on it, which is a little odd, so I picked that up. This is a really nice dagger here. And next to it is a knife from Puerto Rico, actually, and it's carved into the blade. I should have pulled it out of the case, but I didn't. Here's a portable, foldable scissors and a little Swiss Army knockoff knife, keyring set. This is really nice little pocket knife. Here's a really good lock blade. Another really nice dagger. It's really heavy. It's got a nice feeling handle. It's a pretty cool knife, though. I'll probably keep that one. And then here we have a skull and crossbone, little dagger someone made. And then this is a comb and an old set of box of dominoes and a jackalope. And then a couple owls. One holds matchsticks. There's a Bigfoot there, and that canister is pretty cool. Ceramic canister. Oh, and this is a little a watch ring, and it works. It keeps time and everything, and it has a flexible band, so it's one size fits all. It's pretty cool little. I do like the gadgets. This is a nice set of rings I bought from a vendor at the flea market. They're all sterling, and they have either Native American or they have skulls. They're kind of mystical, cool little rings. This is awesome. This is a skull necklace, and the skull actually opens up and has a clock inside. And then this is a Rolex spoon, which I've never seen before, but I thought it was kind of interesting. And a couple portable lighters here. One of them is a Zippo. The other thing is a tape measure. These are some reproduction coins to a house of ill repute. This is like $3. Any girl all night. That's a cool monocular I picked up. It does work pretty well. And this is a little shot glass. This is old farts. And here we have a stormtrooper goblet. And then these two little kissers. Those are pretty cute. There's actually a salt and pepper. Really nice set. And then a Virgin Sheriff badge. I'm not sure what the story is with that, but again, it was odd. There's a police whistle there. And then this is a carved pipe, and it's got a carb on it. And this is an older, traditional, classic pipe. It was in really nice shape. Couple of globes. They're usually good sellers for me, especially the smaller ones, because you can put them up in your house and they don't take up the whole top of your desk or bookcase. An R2D2 goblet, and then a little ring display, a hand, which I'll probably just use to display things in the shop, and then a faux coonskin cap, which is, that was usually sell pretty good. And then a little Grogu, little baby Yoda mandolin. Oh, yeah, and there's a mace. And then a larger uh, Grogu, and this one actually has feet on it. A lot of them don't have legs, but this one actually has posable legs with feet. Darth Vader coffee cup, a Cat in the Hat coffee cup. This was the first find of the day at the flea market, still sealed in the plastic Firefly card game. I took that as a good sign. And then this is like a red jasper quartz crystal ball, pretty good size. I don't think I've ever found one that big before, so I'm kind of anxious to get that one into the store. And here we have, again, a little bit of everything. Don't really give out the prices here. It's hard to remember. What I usually do is I find a dealer that has a lot of things I like and then try and get as much as I can from that one dealer so I can kind of hopefully get a bulk deal and chew the price down. And usually if you're buying a lot of things from someone, they usually will deal on the price. Really like the masks. Classic African mask there. And then this one, a little larger with a great like Polynesian look. It's actually pretty thick, good sized. That'll look great on the wall. This is really nice. This Eagle bell. It's nice and old. It's got a great patina to it. And oh yeah, this is really cool too. Looks like a bell, but really it's just a shot glass with a bull's head on it. I always thought that was pretty cool. And again, some oil cans. I got some more out in the garage. I'll put them all together, make a nice display. I really love these two sconces, I believe they're called. They are absolutely free of any kind of chips or damage, and they have a great look to them. They're pretty big and hefty. So I'm kind of excited to get those in the shop. Those would be great for someone that's doing some redecorating. And this monkey here. Pretty good size, really heavy too. I was shocked at how heavy he was. I'm not sure what he's made out of. And then we have a little souvenir from Haiti. And then this great cool looking Mayan, I don't know, it's terracotta or some made out of clay or something. Pretty cool figure. Cool little bottle back there. There's a knight in armor and some more little bells. Two of them are Liberty bells. One of them's just a brass bell from India. And then we have the lobster bell in the background and a boomerang. Got to have a boomerang. This is cool. I do sell a lot of coffee cups, but I try and make sure I get special ones. This one is the history of art. So it starts all the way from like the Egyptians and then goes all the way up to pop art and modern art. So it's kind of a fun little coffee cup. Let's see. Oh yeah, then this little Native American figurine, and then Native American salt and peppers. I do like the salt and peppers. There's a little Betty Boop, and a couple ashtrays, a skull goblet, then an incense burner box, which could be repurposed or just used for incense. And then this glass shoe stiletto. It's a perfume bottle, is what it is, but I thought it displayed really nice. And then we have a Jack Daniels flask. And what else we got back there? A vinyl Donald Bank, couple little paperweights, really nice. One of them's etched like a globe, and the other one's just got some blue and white and clear glass. This is neat. It's like a golf ball display. And then again, we have something that looks kind of, I'm not sure what this is, Polynesian or Tahiti or It's just got a great look to it. A couple CDs, a couple Beatles CDs, another terracotta Mayan Aztec type looking mask that hangs on the wall. I thought that was pretty cool. And then we have here a bronze Buddha that's been painted. And then we have some more vinyl Disney things, and then we have some vintage jewelry. There was a lady there that had a ton of jewelry. She even mentioned she used to wear them. So there's like a pair of dangling gold tone peace sign earrings, and then a multicolored peace bracelet. And then these boding balls for meditation. They do chime, but this is a voiceover, so. And then I found this really nice old poster from the Ringling Brothers Circus. I'll try and get a better camera work on it, but I really, really love this poster. Down here in Florida, a lot of the circus workers did spend their off season in Florida and did a lot of their training down here, so sometimes we get to find these cool things. I love the artwork, the faces, all the strange little faces, and this just packed full of little details. Mad Magazine calls it chicken fat when they sneak all those little things in. But I love the artwork on it, and then right in the center, we have a police officer. He's caught a pig thief, and someone is pulling the police officer back. So it's just chaos and bedlam is broken loose at the circus. Then I have a R2-D2 with a remote control. This came from a different purchase, and I have not been able to get it to operate. I think there's something wrong with it, but nevertheless, it would look good on a shelf. Here's a Marine Corps magnetic vinyl sign. You can stick it to your car. And some glass art. This is a really large, heavy fish. And then we have this Asian round mirror, actually really well made. And then this was the find of the day. I absolutely love this painting. It's really nice. And the frame is chipped and everything, but it's kind of cracked and flaked and chipped in a really good way. It's naturally shabby. And I really love the painting. Nice exotic locale, and it was well done. And the whole thing just is cool. It's the kind of stuff I like to display in our house. And just a few last things here. Forgot the Han Solo head knocker down there. A couple alligator heads. Another great African carved fertility goddess or god. I'm not sure. Pretty cool thing. And then we have this larger carved African piece with some sort of fibers or real hair on it. It's pretty cool looking. It's a little large, but I think it's worth it to take up the space with a piece of art that is that cool. The magazines I got at Webster was another great part of this flea market pickup. These magazines here are very rare. Creeper, and then the Beatles story. Even this Quit Smoking magazine was pretty interesting. And all the others in the pile are also super rare and bizarre. There's a RoboCop. There's some underground comics in there. There's A-Team. This box of Mads turned out to be a great deal. The dealer showed me the box, he threw out a cheap price, and I just jumped on him. Later, when I got home, I found out that the first 20 issues of Wizard Comic Price Guide were in there, including number 1 with the McFarlane poster. Most of the Mads are already in my shop, and I marked them at $3 a piece. Also, I got this short box of comics from the same dealer. Most of them are older, but there are some newer ones, a couple graphic novels, even a hardcover Spider-Man. I might just go ahead and do a video separately about all these comics and the Mads at another time. So as you can see, I really have my work cut out for me. I've got a lot of stuff here I've got to clean up, price, pack, and get up to my shop. I really do my best to seek out and find strange and unusual things you can't get anywhere else. And so far, the results have been pretty good. Sales at my shop are really strong, and I really appreciate all my customers. If you've made it this far in the video, please leave a comment, especially if you're a customer. I'm hoping to build this YouTube channel and really want these videos to be a way for me to connect with the customers I have. Foolery's is located inside Antique Emporium on the Ridge, inside the Eagle Ridge Mall in Lake Wales, Florida. Thanks again for watching.